When it gets all together like that, we create the gluten, like a magic. Hello guys, from Maestro Iacopelli, welcome back to my channel. This video is one of the most questionable video that people have been asking. Guys, how to make the gluten-free from scratch like a professional at home. Take a look. We made a Neapolitan pizza, looks like a Neapolitan pizza gluten-free, exactly like a real pizza. Well, this is also real. Like a regular gluten pizza. From the recipe to the ingredients, it's special. I put my heart in this video. Please go ahead, watch until the end, comment below. Even if you're not gluten-free, try this pizza because this is gonna surprise you. The best gluten-free recipe video on YouTube. So today I'm gonna do a little bit different. This way you will understand this better. Come here, Loris. Loris is the pizza chef of Soft and Crunchy. And so basically he doesn't know how to do gluten-free. I'm going to teach him how to make gluten-free. Corretto?
Okay.
So what we need a bowl to make the dough because we're gonna make it by hands, plastic wrap, a knife, couple of spoons, couple of things like that. Save everything, we need a little pan. If you have any question, please let me know because this way they will understand also. We need some gluten-free flour. You can easily find this on Amazon. This is the best gluten-free flour. And this video is not being sponsored by Caputo or anything. This is a real, I want you to make the best. Then we need a scale and 2 liters of water, salt and yeast and olive oil. So for this recipe, I'm gonna use 2 liters of cold water, 2 kilos and 600 grams of flour. So we're using fresh yeast. So this is 25 grams. So make sure the yeast breaks apart like that, otherwise it's not good. So if you're using dry yeast, use F amount. And then we're gonna use 30 grams per liter of water of salt. So we need 60 grams. Follow me in this because the steps are really important. So I'm gonna explain it to you this step because this is a little secret. Perfetto. Perfect. That's good. That's good. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna basically cook a little bit of flour with a little bit of water. And this is a secret.
Are you cooking the flour?
This step is one of the most important steps when you make gluten-free. So you don't need to be precise. We're gonna put about 1 cup of water. So save always the water. And then we're gonna wait. That gets a little bit hot. Voila. And then we're gonna put about 300 grams of flour. So I'm gonna go ahead and calculate F amount of this. But once you put the flour inside, you need to be fast, okay? Otherwise, it's gonna get stuck. Check. Yeah, that's enough. So you wanna basically create the glue. It's like a glue. I explain you right now. This pizza is gluten-free, okay? So it says gluten-free. So what we do, we are creating the gluten. You know what I mean? See? It's getting all together. Constantly turn it. If you see that it gets too hot, see I'm not stopping at all, you go ahead and take it off from the thing here. See? That's what we're looking for. When it gets all together like that, we create the gluten. Like a magic. And this is the secret, guys. So we create the gluten even with the flour gluten-free. We're gonna go ahead and put this in a container. Make sure you get it all. So guys, here we go. We have created the gluten ingredient for our gluten-free.
Can we say that it's like a polish?
That's a good question. No. This is not doesn't help the fermentation of or the leavening process. This is just to build the dough like to make it look like a regular pizza. Okay. Because gluten-free it doesn't have any gluten, so it breaks. Okay. This is gonna help to put everything together. So save all the ingredients here. Let's go ahead and let's make this dough by hands. So you can make this in the regular mixer. First ingredient. Water. Grab it. So in the gluten-free, you can put everything together. Okay. But you need to put everything in order. melted yeast inside. And I'm gonna go ahead and scale the salt. Okay, perfect. Now, let's add the whole flour.
So how much flour we need for a liter of water?
1 liter of water, 1 kilos and 300 grams of flour. With the spatula, we go ahead and start to put everything together. So it's gonna be more hard than the regular dough. Then we add, of course, our technically gluten that is now cold. You need to let it cool down. If you see that it's a little hard, you can go ahead and use the hands.
Okay.
Put everything together, much better with your hands. Then go ahead and add the salt, 60 grams. So I was saying, if you see that it's very dry, go ahead and add a little bit of water on the sides. So I'm adding about, I want to say 200 grams, not too much. The dough needs to be like sticky, okay? This is the perfect consistency. Now, try to take off all your dough from your hands. This is the second step that we're gonna do, very important. Olive oil on top of the counter. Olive oil here, olive oil here.
Why so much oil?
Because you don't wanna stick the dough on your hands, okay? Grab the whole dough with the olive oil, it will not get stuck. Done. Here we go. Like you can see, give a couple of folds. It will never be like the regular dough, but the dough is really elastic and sticky. And that's the perfect texture that we want. And now olive oil on top. Now pay attention what I do because this step is really important. Let it rest for about 15 minutes. Just the time to relax a little bit. Okay, 15 minutes pass by, and now we are ready to make the balls. Okay. Little bit of olive oil again here. Olive oil in your hands. It's cut all the balls at 300 grams. So we grab one piece, then we scale it, 300. Let's make all the balls at 300, keep these in the olive oil, okay? Then grab this part here and put it back in, so it's no problem. It's very important, the weight of the balls, because the biggest is the ball, the more thick will become. So we want to make the pizza perfect with a little bit of hair on the crust to make it look like the regular pizza. We want to have the customer feeling that he's eating like everybody else, even if he's a gluten-free. Now, olive oil in your hands again. It's really important to put olive oil in your hands. So this is how you make it, the ball. So we just gonna shape it. Shape it as a circle. Then we press a little bit. That's how you make the dough ball. See? You shape it. And then we go ahead. Look, this is how you close it because this is gonna grow. You know? We put the yeast first. So we flip, we put it like that, and then we close it, and we leave a little bit of space, just like that. That's how you make a ball. So, okay, you see, we made all the balls. Now, this is how we storage them. So we go ahead and we place just exactly like the others, you know, the regular balls. So we go ahead, we put everything, and you can put this one on top of the other, so it's no problem. That's a good thing. You can save a lot of space. We put the whole thing in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
You can put it right away because it took about 15-20 minutes to make the balls. So we keep the dough in the fridge for 24 hours.
Vito, and if I don't want to wait 24 hours?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, you can easily make it right away. Like you just get the ball, don't put it in the fridge, wait about 1 hour and a half, 2, and it's gonna be ready. But for the best perform, because we are doing business, we wanna wait 24 hours. This way we give a little bit of fermentation in the dough. So it will become much more crunchy and not just soft. So let's go ahead, guys, smash the like, subscribe now, and thank you so much for your valuable time. Go ahead and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Ciao, buonanotte. Okay, Loris, 1 hour is passed by, and like you can see how the dough is. Look at this. It's full of hair. It's double up the side. It's soft, and it is nice and fermented. So are you ready to see? It smells so good. Look at this. Are you ready to see how it's made?
Yes.
So what I usually do is I par bake the crust. Okay, Loris, it's time to stretch. Keep in mind, the top part stays on top. So to stretch this pizza, we're using rice flour. Or, if you cannot find rice flour, you can use the same flour to stretch. But because it's expensive, I like to use the rice flour. Also, this is a little bit thicker. So, put this on the side. Put a little bit of flour on the bottom here. You have to stretch this way. You cannot do it differently way. We open up the plastic wrap really gentle. If you see, this dough is full of air, and we want to try to keep all the air inside. So we go ahead, dump the dough on top of the flour. We go ahead, we cover the pizza with flour. Now, gently, we don't touch the crust, we don't touch the center. Exactly how is the other pizza stretched. So we go ahead and we just press. We don't stretch. We keep your hand on the side here. This way, we form a nice layer of crust, you know. Then you tap on the center. Once you have the center done and the dough is full of flour, try to see how strong it is. You can keep it. You can hold it. Try to keep a little bit of flour on the bottom. And now is where the magic happens. Because most of the time, this dough is super sticky. So we constantly turn it, you know, upside down. But if you want to go by hands, a little bit easy way is you can use something like that, you know. This is really good, a roller pin, really small. With a little bit of flour, and then we go gently in the center. This way, it will become much more uniform, the crust. See? It's much more easy. When you start to see that breaks a little bit apart, like this, that's when you know that you're gonna go ahead and flip it. Flip it. We move it a little bit. Done. This is the size. See? Now, with a little bit of brush here, we go ahead and put it on top of the brush, and we go ahead and we spread the olive oil.
Why you put the oil with the brush on the crust?
And this way, we're gonna have a nice, good-looking crust. So the goal here is to make a gluten-free that looks like a regular pizza. So now we grab the peel, we move it a little bit, shake. Oops. Voila.
And you can't stretch like a Napoleon.
No, because it will break if you do that. So now we see that it moves, and we can go ahead and par bake. Okay, Loris, look at this. Voila. This is how the pizza par baked is. See, we have air on the crust. The bottom looks good. It's perfect. Looks like already a Neapolitan style. The reason why I par bake it is that this way the gluten-free dough, it becomes much more stronger. So when you see now, we're gonna make the pizza, it's gonna be much more difficult because when the dough is fresh, and you put tomato sauce, the dough will absorb and it's gonna be much easier to break. So if you're not fast, it will break so easily. You can make a mess, you can throw it away. This way, you can make a lot, you keep it in the fridge, and you go by order. or just keep it like that, and then we're gonna make it now. I'm gonna make a classic margherita pizza, how the pizza is supposed to be, look like, you know. Parmesan cheese, then fresh mozzarella. And the good thing is that you can make a lot. I mean, you can take your time to make this pizza, you know?
And if I wanna put in the freezer now?
Yeah, you can. Not with the ingredients?
No, without.
Yeah, you can put it. You can put it directly in the freezer.
And what time before I?
Oh,
have
you can take it out from the freezer right away and make it.
Oh.
Yeah, easy. So go cook this one. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it here in front of the oven. Boom. Voila. So now we're gonna go ahead and finish to cook, and then I'll show you how the pizza looks like. Okay guys, here we go. This is the par-bake one. Like you can see, the crust looks amazing. The bottom of the pizza, insane. And it's soft and it's crunchy. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of basil, a little bit of olive oil also on the crust. This way it looks nice. Che c'è proprio la pizza? You want some pizza? See? Hold on a second. Thank you. And this is the direct one that was made and cooked. Like you can see, also actually the bottom is a little bit white than before, because I repeat, gluten-free is much better to par-bake it. So did you see, Loris? Voila, a little bit of olive oil. So I was saying, look, par-bake versus the direct one. So did you see, you notice a huge difference? Much better when you par-bake it. Okay, now we go ahead and we gotta cut the crust and see the inside if we have the perfect slice. And this is how the crust looks like. See, this is the goal of the gluten-free pizza. Okay, Loris, it's time to taste this pizza and see if we pass the exam. Smells so good. You still have the crunch there. The crust, I have to say, it doesn't taste of a gluten-free pizza. Yeah. Wow, fantastic. From now on, you make it.
Okay.
Guys, and you make it too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next one every week with new video. Ciao!